Hi.
Hi, people. Welcome to our live this afternoon in Kenya and mid morning in the UK.
It's good morning. It's good morning in England, and today the weather is not that nice. Hi, Val.
Hi, Nicole. How you doing?
Not too bad, not too bad. Yesterday we had really nice weather, but we went somewhere that wasn't that nice. It was a little bit
Oh,
cold, windy, the showers. But other than that, it was a nice day in most parts.
ah,
Yeah.
it's nice
It
over
wasn't
here
too bad.
too. Nice over
Mm.
here too.
We love the
Not so
sunshine.
hot,
It's
not
like,
cold.
yeah, you guys are out of the lockdown, out of the curfew thing.
Oh man, we are so happy. We are so happy. We can finally work. We can finally just live our lives. But we still have to be careful. We still have to take precautions, still follow the protocols. We've got to stay safe.
Yeah, as you're not there yet, so it's not so nice. Families can visit each other, but no sleepovers and things like that.
Mm.
So,
Mm.
anyway, hi everyone. I'm Nicole Hanselman joining you today. Today, you're learning about life purpose.
Yes.
Why we need to know that. Hi, Hilary. Hi. Oh, you're right here. I don't know who you can tag, Hilary. I'll go on my phone and see who I can tag this morning. You don't answer
Mhm.
anyone missing. We really need this. We,
Yes. It's really, really important to know our purpose in life, and then our lives become more meaningful. So, yes,
absolutely.
let's tag our friends.
Yeah. A lot of us go through life not even knowing what our life purposes are. We just are
Mhm.
there. And
Mm-hmm. And,
yeah.
and, and that can be frustrating to some people because then some people feel like they really don't have, a purpose on earth. They're not making any contribution on earth. But every single person here
Yeah.
has a purpose. And for as long as you're breathing, for as long as your heart is still beating, there's a reason you're here. And that
Yeah.
is what we want to find out today.
Yeah, absolutely. Most of the time, you know what? When we don't know where we are going or what you're doing, it's easy to fall into the pit of like discouragement, disappointment.
Mm,
You know,
mm, mm-hmm,
yeah, you
It's
don't feel like,
totally easy.
yeah. So, and
Yeah.
I'm trying to tag some people.
Mm-hmm. And you see, Nicole, have you ever had a conversation with someone who felt like they're useless? They're just useless and there's nothing they're doing on earth? I have. I have. And
All
it
right.
really boils
Yeah.
down to that person feeling like they didn't have a purpose, they didn't have direction, things are not going according to, how it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know at some point many of us have felt that, wondering, okay, what am I doing here? Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's good that today there's so much knowledge on the net, around us. Just tools and resources that can help us find our purpose, search ourselves, and find our
Yeah.
purpose, and add more meaning to our lives.
Adding meaning to our lives. Yeah. You see a lot of people who get discouraged are the ones that have lose, you know, hope, track, or what they're doing, why they're there. And I tend to notice that at least if you have something, let's say if it's your kids that keep you going or something like that, you're way better
Mm.
off, isn't it?
Yes, 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 because
You're
then
way
you have a
better off.
reason to live. Mhm.
Yeah. Even though you don't know any other thing that you want to do with yourself, but you know you're definitely there to look after your kids, so you're there for your kids. I'm already
Mhm.
feeling dry.
Mm.
My mouth is already feeling dry. So, are we ready for this? You want to get on with this, or you want to
Yes,
wait
yes,
for
yes. I'm all
everybody?
ready. I'm all ready. Let's wait for a bit for guys to join us. Hey, guys, say hi as you
Yeah,
join so that you know you're there. This is
cool.
gonna be
We are
good.
streaming on YouTube. Uh, We're streaming on YouTube and the page and on the group. So, hi everybody. Today we're going to talk about life purpose. There will be so much to learn. I hope you'll be
Mm-hmm.
enjoying this. And I hope
Mm-hmm.
you take something out of it. I hope you share. So that's
Mm,
our topic today: clarity of life purpose and finding our life purpose. I'll try to write a lot of the things on here so that you don't miss out.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's true.
Yeah.
And Nicole, I believe everyone has a purpose here on earth. There's a reason we were all created, and we
Yeah.
just have to search ourselves and find that purpose.
Yeah.
That is what I believe in. Yeah, yes, I know there are times that we feel really discouraged. We feel like nothing is working out, but once we find that one thing that drives us, that's one thing that we can live for, then that's it.
That's it. It's not about being the next, I don't know, black president or being the first, I don't know what. It's not really about that.
Mhm.
It can be a simple
Mm-mm.
part in your life, but it's still important. That's why you're here. That's why you need to be here. We all have a reason for being here. So,
Yes.
ready?
Ready, ready.
Let's start by what we've just been touching a little bit. Why find out life purpose? So apparently, anybody who knows
Mm,
their life purpose seem to be happier, more fulfilling their life. They become
mm,
self-driven, you know.
mm,
So whatever
mm,
happens in life, like now the way we are going through COVID, once you know your purpose, you just stop focusing on that all the negativity that's happening around you, and you completely narrow your view to what your purpose says. And then it brings you joy because you're doing something that you actually love and you actually want to do rather than just being all over the place. So life
mm,
purpose really is just having a compass, yeah, a direction in life, and
mm,
not
mm,
it changes. People think, okay, this is my life purpose. I was brought here to be, I don't know what, a preacher, whatever, and you think that it might not never change. It changed, so it's good to update it and keep on knowing that because you're growing older. Yeah, if your
mm.
passion was
Yeah.
teach,
Mm,
yeah, to be a runner and teach people how to do that, maybe now you can't do it anymore for whatever reason, age or whatever.
mm,
So it just changes, and we need to be open minded about that and accept it that it changes, right?
mm,
So yeah, it's something that we
mm,
need to know and keep on like reviewing, yeah, so that you have that same
mm,
encouragement, motivation in life on doing things. So yeah, people with life purpose tend to be happier, healthier, optimistic. So it just narrows all those the
driven
loud,
also.
yeah, because it's loud out here, loud out here.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm,
that's the whole
mm,
reason of
Nicole. So, Nicole, from your explanation, seems that there's a lot of doing. Purpose involves doing something, yeah, to give some meaning to your life, to serve maybe humanity, and also, get some sort of fulfillment.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So
absolutely.
it's not just a passive thing. Like you have to actively do something, then say that you're living your purpose.
Yeah. You know what? A lot of us now become ill and we have all these mental problems, mental things. But it all comes down to this. It all comes down to having a life purpose, something that makes you jump out of bed every single morning, come what
Okay.
may.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm,
Come what.
mm,
What I want us today to learn is how can people know how to discover their life purpose, how to clarify what their life purpose is, so that they ensure that they are happier. But I know sometimes you look at somebody and you're thinking, how comes this person is always happy? How comes this person
yeah.
just looks healthy and
Mm,
fulfilled, hopeful
mm,
every single day? It's because they have a compass and they're working towards it every single day. They'll jump out of the bed, they know what it is. They are clear about
mm,
their life
mm.
purpose. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
whilst yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it's important first of all to find out what your life purpose, what it is, first of all, and then I will know how to live it. Yeah,
Yeah,
so maybe, most of us don't know what our purpose is. We don't even know how to identify, that purpose. You can take
mhm.
us through that process. How will I know as a person, me as Yvette, how do I know what my
Yeah.
life purpose is?
So we are coming to ways on finding out. I'm writing this on here so that it's easier for anybody who is joining and they can follow. Uh, our life purpose. So there are ways of finding out
Yeah.
what they are really. It's
Yeah.
easy for somebody have a purpose and stuff, but how are you going? How are they going to find that? So today we'll guide you. I'll help you knowing and how finding out. Because you're still wondering, oh, sometimes I get confused. So there are actually ways of finding out what your life purpose is. Number one in finding out that is know know what your beliefs are. Right? I'd written my notes in.
Okay.
Know what your beliefs are. Yeah, that's number one. What are those
Like
beliefs?
values,
Yeah,
okay.
our beliefs are what define us really, because our beliefs hold a big part in our thoughts. Yeah, and we are what we think. We've said this over and over again. We are what we think. Our thoughts will determine our actions, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
what are some of our beliefs? That you
Mm-hmm.
actually follow. That's like us. We grew up in Christianity and stuff. The things we were taught. But what are your real beliefs? Because some of us
Mm-hmm.
grow through Christianity, but there are days where you're thinking, do I actually believe in this? Do I actually think this is true? Because you say that the same Christianity, I'm not trying to be controversial. I'm a Christian and I'm using that as a reference. I'm a Christian by birth, but a spiritual person now. Yeah. So coming from a background of Christianity, you see those as the same the same principles, people understand it differently. The people who believe that poverty is good, yeah, the people who believe it's not, the people who believe that God gave us wealth, yeah, the people who believe that suffering is good, but actually
Mm-hmm.
suffering is not good. Suffering is not
Yeah.
good. You're not suffering, but it depends on what beliefs you are. So for
Okay.
anyone to find their purpose, they have to start from there to know their beliefs.
Mhm. Like know who you are, know what you believe in, know
Mm-hmm.
what your values are, things like those, yeah. Like to just be true to yourself.
Be
Yeah,
true to
listen to
yourself.
yourself.
Go
Okay.
to the
Okay.
core of your beliefs. Yeah. Go
Mhm.
ahead. Okay. Like I was saying, get to the core of your beliefs. Know what your beliefs are. Okay.
Mhm.
So we want to start to knowing, but why our whys. We have to know our whys. Our first step, why we do the things we do, why we make the choices we make, and then the next thing we want to do is know our hows. Yeah. Yvette, are
Mm.
you there?
I'm here. I'm here. I can hear you.
Yeah, and then the next thing we want to do is know our words. Okay,
Mhm.
I'm going to write that down. I'm trying to talk and write too. All right.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Why do I do things the way I do? Why do I believe in A, B, C, D? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Um.
That's why we keep on mentioning. I think anybody would have noticed that a lot of the time we do talk about knowing our whys. Our our whys come up a lot. We have to know
Mm,
our whys. Why do we do the things we do? And we need to know how do we do that? How do you make those
okay.
choices? If you decided this is your why, how do you do it? What are
Mm-hmm.
the actions you need to take? What are the results you're expecting? We need to come from that point of view. So,
Mm.
yeah, yeah, and it's like I said about Christianity again. You'll be brought up as a Christian and stuff, but you don't know why you believe in a certain things. You just do things because you find them there and you follow them. I like
Mm.
using this example. I think I might have said it before. I don't mind repeating it. Of there's this story of a girl who used to cook a very good meal for the
Mm-hmm.
husband. right? And the husband really liked the chicken. Actually, it was a chicken, and he really liked it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's a story that's very common, and it's
Yeah.
amazing. And he really liked it, and he really enjoyed the meal. But he kept on wondering, why is it always too small? Why do you keep on taking off these parts? She never knew
Mm.
why she did it. That's how she
Mm.
was taught, right?
Yeah.
She went back and thought, there's a day they went to visit her parents, and they thought, you know what? Let's ask. Why didn't my mom teach me how to make this chicken so well, but make it like this? So they asked the mom, and the mom actually didn't know why they did that. She was like, my mom taught me that. My mom taught me how to make that chicken like that. So it was passed
Mm.
down generation, but nobody knew why they did it.
Why? Mm.
So they went back to the grandma, who, how comes you make this chicken so lovely, but you take off all these parts? Why? Why don't you keep this other part? And the grandma was like, I only did that because my pot was small.
You know? And that was passed down from generation to generation. So they did it not
Generation by
knowing
generation.
why the grandma did it. And she only did it because her pot was small.
Only because her pot was small. She could put all the pieces in, but she had to take them off. And she taught
Yeah.
her daughter how to cook so well. And her daughter
Mm.
copied it and it did the same thing. But she didn't know why they take off those parts. And she passes it
Yeah.
down to her daughter until somebody brought it up. How comes you do it? So sometimes we do things and we don't even know why we do them.
While
That's why
you do that.
we
Yeah,
start
true.
from the point.
True.
Yeah,
Yeah. And that's what I think as concerning beliefs and things we've grown up knowing to be the truth, it's okay to question that. It's okay to really ask, why do we do this the way we do it? You know, why do I have to, for example, go for mass on Sunday morning? Can't I then go on Sunday lunchtime? Or, we just need to ask why.
do you
Yeah. Then
understand why you do it?
yes, and when we get the answers, and then we can then apply those into our lives, yeah, and
Yeah,
pick what makes sense for us, so that we're not just following
yeah.
crowds or following tenets that we didn't come up with. We don't even know why we're following them in the first
You don't
place.
even know. So stop going taking off that chicken and throwing off the pieces.
Growing
And
up,
you don't even know why you do it. So you come from the point of why, knowing, understanding your beliefs, understanding just understanding your why, right? And then
mm,
the step you want to do is know now how.
mm-hmm,
Yeah, know your how. I type it again here.
mm-hmm.
Know your how. Okay. So, in this health thing, it's different for everybody because if you follow like the law of attraction things and stuff, this is also personal. That's why you need to start from a point of why. They
Mm,
usually say don't really worry yourself on how you're going to do things. Just worry about the end result. That's what you want to attract, right?
mm, mm.
So, but if you're a person who believes in your actions and you believe that, like you toil and then you rape, this is your bait. This is what you need to know, how you need to get where you need to know your house, right? You need to know your
Okay.
how. So it believes if you believe that in like law of attraction where you don't have to know your how will come to you. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But so
Yeah.
we how is basically what actions we're going to take, right? What actions we're
Yeah.
going to take. Yeah. From there now you need our what.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'll tap that. Why will be our beliefs.
Okay, so why I've known my beliefs. Then next, how am I living those beliefs? Yeah, or living those values? Right. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. So a house will be your actions. And depending on what you believe in, if you believe like from us is people who toil and we believe that when we toil we get blessed, then this is
Mm,
applies to you. But this is almost like a general rule. I think almost I don't want to say it's a truth for everybody. Yeah, because people's truth are different. But for me, it's a truth for me to know my actions. What actions am I going to take to get where I'm going? And what are the results I'm expecting? Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is just the first bit of getting to know your life purpose. Now, your life purpose comes from this concept, Ikigai concept, which I want to come to. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm taking you to the Ikigai concept. So I'm going to draw. When it comes to Ikigai, we've done the Ikigai before, didn't we? Or did
Yeah,
you
we
talk?
mentioned it briefly. We didn't go into the details of it.
Yeah, because I remember when you did.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm reading my book. So basically, there's another topic we did when we are dealing about whys, but today we're going a little bit deeper on Ikigai. So you need like something like that, a big circle, and then you need a smaller circle, a medium size, and a small one. So usually when finding one's life purpose, this is the point you want to get to, the middle point, what they call
Where
Ikigai.
they all converge.
Yeah, can you see that? The middle point is what you're trying to aim at, right? So
Okay.
this large one, the large circle is now where people need to find their passions, what they're passionate about. This is why you write them all. What are you passionate
Mm-hmm.
about, right? If you're
Yes.
at a moment in your life, maybe you're going through stuff and you can't really remember, at least try and remember what are some of the things you did that brought you joy, you know?
Mm-hmm.
What are
Mm-hmm.
some of the things you remember that brought you joy? Because they change as well with age. If you love
Yeah.
swimming, do you think you might love it still? You're with
Mm-hmm.
me on that one? You're
Yes,
with me?
Nicole,
Yeah,
I'm with
you.
you.
Yeah. So what you love here or are deeply passionate about is what goes onto that large circle. So on the medium circle is what we want to what you're genetically encoded to do. So what people now believe in, like talents, right? So that's where
Mm-hmm.
the this is where that goes on the medium one.
Please hold it. Yes, there.
Sorry,
Oh, like I was saying that you hold it up
hold it up. It's
so that
awkwardly,
it's visible on the screen.
yeah, it's awkwardly big. So
Mm.
we'll have the large one being
Yeah.
the passions,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
and the medium one being like
The sound.
uh, I don't really like using talents because it kind of makes people, because some people don't think they're talented, some people don't think they have any talent, you know.
Okay. So maybe can it then be something that someone does with ease?
Maybe
Say,
naturally or genetically, like you know that some people they can just run. You just run and you know
mm,
you're really fast. It's
yeah.
not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily like something you want a talent of yours as such, but you do run fast. So what are those things that
Okay.
you do genetically that's like naturally? So that's where that will
Mm-hmm.
go.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And then the last bit is now what I really important. It's small, but it's really important. It's what humanity needs. What are
Mm-hmm.
this?
Service.
What is it that the world needs right now?
Mm.
Yeah. What is it that the world needs? So you've written all your passions here on the larger one, and then
Mm.
you've written on the medium one, you've written all your talents. It's really confusing when reflections are
Yeah.
confusing.
Yeah, because passions and talents are kind of intertwined sometimes.
Yeah, you need
So,
to separate
yeah.
that. Yes, it's okay. It's okay. Some things do generally overlap anyway.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
Because what you're aiming is that middle bit. This is the part you're aiming at, isn't it?
Yes.
So
Mm.
humanity needs, what are your talents? Yeah, and what you're passionate about. That is
Mm.
the way to get up in the morning and just do things and just want. You find that you just self-disciplined, self-motivated to do things. It just comes to you. It just comes
Mm.
to you. So, if you allow me to write that down,
Okay, yeah, sure. And while you're writing, let me just ask, as concerning passion, yeah, just so that I differentiate between passion and talent. So, is it correct then to say and act like maybe I'm passionate about taking care of children? So, I intentionally go to do, some volunteer services at a children's home, not because, I studied anything to do with childcare, but I just love children. So that is where that is more of a passion, right? And then
Yeah.
talent in this case would be what? Something I do with ease.
Yeah, something like God given gift, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. Okay, that makes sense to me. That makes
Y-
sense.
Yeah.
Mm.
So sometimes you can follow your talents and passions and you're still not feeling fulfilled. Yeah.
Mm, mm.
Most people still don't feel like you don't feel
Like
like
that is good.
yeah, you don't. There's just something missing. That's why we need what
Mm,
humanity needs. But what we need to remember now is you're not telling anybody for them to seek their life purpose. They need to drop everything they're doing right now. You don't always
yeah,
necessarily need to do that. You're an accountant. You can still work ways on using that to serve
mm,
humanity. Use your God
mm.
talent and your passions to work. There's always a way. That's why you need to write down all these things and
The
get
thing
to
that you do
that.
that. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. And you see, with the kind of life that you're living, or the kind of life that we were brought up in, many of us, we followed the system and
That's
we fulfilled that which we were supposed to fulfill according to the system, and
mm,
we forgot to, or rather, we didn't even think about finding out about what are our passions, what are those things that drive us, the things that create a spark in our lives. Yeah. So yeah, it's not surprising to meet people who at 40 still don't know, what adds a spark to their lives.
yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah, and that's why I think journaling is important, because then, every time that you discover, yeah, this brings me joy, this brings me fulfillment, you write it down. So with time, you get to know, oh, these are the things that I'm really passionate about. Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. If you're going through the motions, you will never be happy. If you're just going through the
Mm,
society's motion where you are thinking that because you're a woman, you have to have children by this age, thinking that, okay,
mm,
no, that's not your talent. That's not what you're passionate about right now. That's not anything in your life. So don't go doing and going through the motion where you'll have finished university by this age, started a family by this age, done this.
yeah.
No, you're not gonna be happy. You're not going to be happy. So
Mm,
yeah, we do just follow what is set for us, and it brings us back to the story where we started from, isn't it? Just
mm,
because
mm,
certain
mm,
parts are being taken off doesn't mean they have to be taken off. All that
yeah, the wise, wise.
Yeah, that is why I love that story so much, referring to that story. It makes sense to our everyday life,
Mm, mm,
going through motions and doing what the society expects us. So when we follow the Ikigai concept, for those that are just joining, if you're just joining, please say hello, leave a comment, tell us anything. We always learn from each other. This is not like, okay, you're right, go. No, 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 no. We learn from each other.
yeah.
So once we have that, yeah,
Mm,
we've listed the things you're passionate about. We've listed our talents or things that were genetically. I'll rather we say genetically encoded to do
okay.
encoded. Yeah, to do. Yeah, and then now you have what humanity needs. What does humanity need? Or are you just what is it? The reflection is confusing. The reflection is confused. Oh, that way. Oh, okay.
No, okay. A little to the right. Move it a little
Yeah.
to the right. You're right.
Okay. It's So when
I
we,
don't always, no, no, we can't see it at all.
it's so confusing. It's like something you want to take something from out of your eye and you don't know which direction to take. So now the
Yeah.
the next thing now we want is now with the Ikigai concept. When we get this one, we know we want to understand that life is worth living. Yeah. We said when you find your
Mm,
life purpose, you become healthier, happier, more fulfilled, and stuff. You just wake up in the morning and you just do things happily, naturally. You
mm,
just don't think things as stress about little things. So it's you with the Ikigai, it helps you know that life is worth living. This is so close to mental health and well-being because you know that when somebody is depressed, they feel like they don't want to be here anymore. You don't want to live
mm,
anymore. See, is there any point to shower? Is there any point to look after myself? You don't feel like you want to do all these things. But then with the
mm,
Ikigai, it's making you know that life is worth living. And then the
yeah,
healing part of it is knowing that you're unique and things evolve, things change. You are getting older, you're getting wiser. You understand all these things. And
yeah.
every single day you just jump out of bed. I'll tell you what, the world really wants to bring you down.
Mm, mm,
I don't know whether to say evil forces or people or whatever it is, but people are so busy trying to bring you down. I'm telling you, yesterday I woke up in an absolutely amazing mood. Amazing.
oh,
I went around the block like I always do every morning. Was loving my morning, loving my day. Came back, I had my lemonade drink, sat down, did my meditation, and I'm like, oh, this is so nice. I was looking forward to a really nice day. Did my cleaning. I was really cleaning really fast because we needed to pop out with my friends. The weather was nice. I pop out and do some stuff. The weather was nice. I even managed to lure my mom and oh my God, it's going to be a beautiful day. Then I check my phone and somebody is just on and on about negativity from years ago, and they're just
ah,
I'm going through my
ah.
ends, and I'm trying to, you're trying to be like, you can't always assume that it will end like that, but
Mm,
that's how it will end. So it's just a battle with your thoughts, and your thoughts are your action, your thoughts are
mm,
there's all this awareness that goes through you, and you're like, how do I handle this? Oh, Jesus. Then you're thinking, okay, maybe I've never apologized. Maybe they just need an apology and an appreciation. They just need you to say thank you. They just need you to do this. And I'm trying all these things. And then they know that I'm psychoanalyzing them. and, and then they just go all mad again. And then I still get blocked,
oh,
something that I get mad about. And I
you
still end
know,
up blocked. And I'm thinking,
yeah, at that point, me such people, I just, ignore. At that point, because I don't want them in my space.
yeah,
So I,
but you come to realize that sometimes it's not all on you. You don't have to take other people's burdens just because you've
that's
learned how to
it.
say no, just because you've
That's
learned how to
it.
place boundaries. That is not how people act towards that. It's not my
Mm,
responsibility. It's really
mm,
is my
mm,
responsibility. I have to look out
mm,
after myself and say no. But
mm.
then
That's
when you
it.
have, yeah, when
Like,
you
not
need
today, Satan. Not today.
no, not today. You're not having me. You're not bringing me down.
No.
So that due to
Uh-uh.
your life purposes, you know what? You'll listen to all that, but you can't give it space. You can't give it much thought. Yes, it's not nice to be blocked and stuff. It's not nice for somebody to feel like you're stressing them, but actually you're putting boundaries in place, and you think
Mm,
so. Yeah, I didn't let it ruin my day. I ended up having a fantastic day anyway.
mm, mm, mm.
Hi, what a good job being a silent follower for long. Oh, I
Oh,
can
thank
see,
you so
man. You
much.
are as who you are. It's really nice when people actually try to engage. Yeah, we really appreciate. We really appreciate. So today we are doing life purpose. I hope you've not missed. We started by saying that if you're seeking your life purpose, know
Your
your
how, your why.
whys, know how you're going to do it. Your whys are your beliefs. What are the things you believe in and stuff like that. Know how you're going to do it. Your how is a lot more of your actions and stuff. Yeah. And then we also talked about knowing what,
Ah,
why, how, and the what your
and the
result.
what?
Yeah, the what is now
The
basically
what?
your result. Yeah. And then we also talked about how we can find our ikigai. Ikigai is what makes us know that life is worth living, right? It's the being part of life is worth living, and the doing
Yeah.
part makes us know that we're unique. Uh,
Mm,
and life evolves, things evolve, things change.
mm,
So that's where
mm.
we are at now. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and Nicole, also to add on what you've said, on identifying your what your passion, and then identifying those things that you're genetically predisposed to do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
think very many people struggle with identifying. Okay, passions, yes, yeah, because there are those things that we love doing, and we all know what we love doing. But then when it comes to the second part, yeah, sometimes not many of us know what we are
yeah,
naturally good at. Yeah, so I
yeah,
think that as people, we also need to take this personal initiative to involve ourselves in just activities. You feel like doing ABC, try it
yeah,
out. If today
yeah,
you feel like basketball, for example, go try it out. It could be, you could
yeah,
actually be good at it. You
yeah.
feel like baby, try it out. Yeah, it's only by trying that you identify, what comes
Yeah.
to you naturally. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? People do need life coaching, but we still don't know. We still are not there yet. It's just like the
Mm,
way our athletes discover that to be a good athlete, you need to have a coach and stuff. And now every athlete
yeah,
knows they have to have a
absolutely.
coach, and we're
Yes.
kind of that with our lives. And
Mm, mm,
sometimes, yes, we do struggle because the world was too loud for us. We
mm.
were crushed from an early age. We were told the wrong things from an early age. You could draw, but your parents were like, "Oh, where do you think art will take you?" You know,
Yeah,
and
or just the teachers in school. I have a friend who she does really good animations right now, yeah. But then back in school, she'd be drawing, and she'd get punished just,
uh,
for drawing instead of reading. Yeah. And right now she does great animations.
nice,
So
nice. That's the good thing about knowing yourself as a person. Don't listen to people, but sometimes some of us did listen and actually forgot completely what we were good at.
mm,
We totally
mm,
so that's why you need to. There are some questions you go through. There's some things you go through with your life coach who can help you know how you can rediscover some of these things, or listen a lot more, because this we always try to keep this an hour long, but it goes deeper than that, because there are things like, what are some of those things that your friends tell you subtly that you're good at and you've never noticed?
mm,
you know
mm.
you go deeper into that and getting deeper, and you're like, okay, actually, most of my friends tell me, hey, you dance so well. I've noticed a lot of, maybe I am good at dancing. Maybe I just haven't concentrated on it to know
Yeah.
how good I am. That
Mm, mm,
that's where you go
yeah.
deeper and deeper into that. But this is just an
Mm.
overview for anybody who's still at a stage where they, they're trying to figure their life purpose. But if they need more direction, then they need help.
Yeah. Yeah,
This
I
is a good
believe that
thing.
everyone needs coaching.
Sorry.
Sorry, I was saying that I believe at some point in your life, yeah, you need coaching. And coaching is not like counseling where you're told what to do. Coaching is just someone helping you to maximize on your potential. That which is already inside you. Your coach
Yeah,
now helps you to bring it out and to
yeah,
develop it.
yeah. I
Yeah.
always say that I'm helping people to see their blind spots, because I discovered my own blind spots. I was like, oh my goodness me. I wish somebody had
Mm,
helped me earlier to see all those blind spots. Because it's just, we all have answers within ourselves, but
yeah.
somebody brings it out. Even that athlete, it's not like they need that coach to make them to increase that talent or anything. The coach is just there to tell you, what, but to show you where maybe you totally not maximize something.
Mm,
That's
mhm,
all it is. That's all it is. But people,
mm.
when they hear life coach and stuff, like, oh, somebody wants to know about my life. No, that's not it
Yeah.
at all. That's not it at all.
Coaches are so underrated. Coaches are underrated. They really help you to maximize your potential, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm,
So, I didn't want to go deep into all this, how to go about, but maybe I could share a little bit how to go about when you're trying to discover all these things, the questions you're supposed to write, to know, right? Ask yourself. So, because you
Mm,
asked a little bit about that, so I'll say always write down the activities and topics you love or are deeply passionate about. Those are some of the things you want to do. Write them all down, even
mm-hmm.
really trivial things. Is it cooking? All those
Mm,
activities you deeply love. You just love cooking for your whole family. Some people don't love cooking. So you have to understand that is what makes you unique. That is different and it's
mm,
important. So you need to write those down. Then write out the things that you're good at, those things that you're, like I say, gifted, all those gifts, right? And then write down what the world and humanity needs specifically from you, not what you think
mhm.
they need, but what they need from you. What is this to be adding to the world? Yeah,
Mhm,
yeah. So there are different types of situations here when it comes to finding our life pursuits. There's something that's called the outward orientation, and there's something that's called the inward orientation. So the outward
okay.
orientation, yeah, is when we rely on external things, external factors to do things. There's nothing like totally wrong with that, but you know that you can't always rely on that. If you always rely
Mm,
on maybe your son to always make you want to go there and earn that bread, your son might not be there forever. He's a human being as you. Life comes and life goes. They might not be there, and you don't want to go into
yeah,
being depressed that my life purpose was only to raise my son. No,
yeah,
you want something bigger than that, want something more. And then we also said it
beautiful.
evolves. Maybe after the left, then you can realize, you know what, maybe it's time to understand the bigger picture here. Yeah. So there's actual orientation when finding life purpose is those external things that we rely on. Could it be the
Mhm,
weather that, well, every time when the weather is good and I'm in a nice environment, that's when I get things done? What are those
mm,
external things you rely on, external orientation? But then what we really want most of the time is our inner orientation. Our inner
internal.
orientation is
Okay.
our thoughts.
Our
Our thoughts,
thoughts.
our
Uh,
intentions, our intentions determine our actions. Our actions will determine our destiny, isn't it? That's how it flows. It starts
yeah,
with thought. We said inner
yeah.
game, outer game first. So what you want is that inner orientation, finding it within yourself to want to wake up in the morning, the life purpose you want from in. So you want to tidy whatever is inside there. You want that clean. Anything that comes from the external environment will just bounce back. Like my story from
Mm,
yesterday, it managed to bounce. It didn't go and eat me up.
and ruin the day.
If it was some time back, it would have affected me almost for a week, because you'll go thinking like, why? What do I do wrong? Why me? Why this? You start self-doubting, you start thinking it's your fault. And then some people are manipulative, they manage to make you think that everything is your fault, it is actually
Mm,
your fault. So when you
mm,
let those things bite you, you stop saying no, you'll stop setting boundaries. You'll think that if you set boundaries, you'll stop being loved.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
But that's
And we
not the
all
right
have a need
love.
to be loved.
That's not the love we want. We don't want love where
Mm,
I have to do things for you or to you so that you love me back. We want to be loved unconditionally.
mm, that's it.
When you tell your friends, no, I'm trying to save some money, I'm trying to do this kind of investment, I can't be going out with you anymore every weekend. You want them to say, oh, yeah, that's good, that's fine. That's actually a
Mm,
good thing. Oh,
mm,
it's a disappointment. I would have enjoyed being with you, but that's fine. That is how fight goes. But you don't want that friend who guilty trips you for saying not going out with them. Oh, I'm always there for you. Why don't you want to go out with me? Or I always said yes to you.
mm-mm, mm-mm. We don't need that kind of energy.
So yeah, we need that inner game to be up there, up there. We have to
Mm,
use our inner orientation. The inner orientation is it will be raining like it is raining now, and I'll be like, you know what? I'm going out for my morning walk.
mm, mm-hmm.
I am going out for my
Yeah.
morning walk.
Yeah, we again going back to my friend's story, the one who will draw cartoons. Yeah, this chick, she was punished in school for that, and that's her source of living right now. Yeah, and she does it so well. And she even does it for free sometimes, and she mentors people, so she's really someone who works on her inner game. Yes, the negativity was inculcated, through the punishments and all, but then she cleared it out. Yeah, and
Yeah,
then found her purpose, and now
yeah.
she's living it.
I like that you're saying that she does it for free sometimes, because when you get to your life purpose, you realize that people come fast, and that's one thing we
Mhm.
really need to know.
Service.
People fast, money, and whatever else, if it's fame or whatever else. People fast, money,
Mhm.
and whatever else. Always
Mhm.
people fast. That's why I kind of really like, if I learned some new information, I want to share it. Because you want
Mhm.
everybody to have that knowledge. Knowledge is power. It's good to have this knowledge, and it sets things
Yeah.
apart. You've had this story
Mhm.
about this lady who worked at dad's chicken shop. Today, I'm using a lot of chicken
Yeah.
example. She, uh,
Did
she,
you have
she
chicken for
literally
breakfast?
no chicken is my really worked there. But, she was a little girl, so she would wait for the dad while he sold the chicken. So there's this one day when a customer came and they wanted chicken. You remember, you've heard of the story? And the dad
Mm.
went and he got the chicken and weighed it. And let's say it was about £1 75. So the dad was like, it's £1 75. And the lady was like, oh, okay. Have you got a larger one? So the dad went back. She knew there wasn't any other chicken. He came back with the same chicken, weighed it, and said 2.2 pounds something, £2 25. And the lady was like, oh, okay. Can I have two of those? Can I have both of them? There was
Wow.
only one chicken. There was only one. So he didn't put people first. He didn't put his integrity first. And the girl
Mhm.
said he went away. She is actually Sue's Oman or something like that. She's a financial advisor. And she said that was her first lesson into putting people
Mhm.
integrity.
Mm,
Money
mm,
and stuff. When you have your life purpose, you'll find that you always put people first. That's why we have the smaller circle of what humanity
what the
needs.
world needs, what the world needs, yeah.
And that
And
money, wow.
what I'm learning, Nicole, what I'm learning from this, yeah, from all what you've taught us, is
Hmm.
that within purpose, to find your purpose first, there's the passion element, yeah, there's the what you're good at element, and then there's the service element.
Yeah,
Those three
absolutely. Absolutely.
intertwined,
And you see those
then that's
happiest
the
stories.
purpose.
Yeah. Go on, go on.
I'm saying the three intertwined, those form your life purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, you notice that a lot of people who seem happiest and are authentically happy are the people who have decided to follow their life purpose. Unfortunately, for all of a lot of us, we go the other way around. We go for the money first, and then we go for the
Yeah.
life purpose, which is still not bad. At least eventually they have done it.
And it's understandable. I mean, we need money for
We need
just to
money
be.
now. It's so hard to be like, oh,
Mm,
follow passions and give humanity what it needs. And
yeah.
and you're thinking, no, I need food now. But you notice that
Mm,
people who follow this concept, they live a really beautiful, happy,
yeah.
healthier life.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. Mm.
Thanks, Justus, for joining. Today, you're talking about life purpose. We started about knowing why, what are some of the beliefs we have, and knowing what actions we need, our how, yeah, and what
Mm.
results we need. And then we went ahead and talked about Ikigai, what makes life worth living, what makes us want just to wake up in the morning and get on with it. So that was what we were talking about. And we did show how we can find that. Just a quick recap. This thing confuses me. There we
Mm.
go. Yeah, we need to draw a large circle. With a large circle, we write our passions. Yeah. And then the small one, we want to write our talents or what we are genetically encoded to do. Yeah, predisposed to do. And then the small one, what humanity needs. So, and then the middle point is where we find our Ikigai. That is what we're talking about if you're just joining in. So welcome, say hello to us and tell us where you're joining us from. So Yvette, over to you before I go to the next point where I wanted to just, yeah, go on. If you have anything to add.
Um, I wanted to add that for life purpose, you don't really have to struggle, to find your purpose because it comes so naturally, and it doesn't matter the resources you have, where you are at that point in life. It doesn't matter the external factors. When something is your purpose, then you will do it so easily.
Absolutely.
Things will go on so seamlessly, and at the end of the day, you feel the fulfillment. You'll feel joy, you'll feel, freedom, you'll feel like you've served humanity, and you actually go to bed with a smile on your face.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So imagine living that every single day of your life. How beautiful is that?
Beautiful. You just okay. Yvette, I think you're breaking a little bit.
What?
I think you are
Am
breaking a
I?
little bit for a minute.
Okay, so I was saying that if then you can live your life purpose every single day of your life, your life will be so, so beautiful.
Okay, cool. So, uh, I'm getting feedback. Hello. I was getting feed. I was getting feedback from your side.
Oh, all right. Is it good now?
I think there is a little bit. Uh, I've muted you a little bit. So, and then we did talk about orientation, the outward orientation and inner orientation. And we said we want to focus on having inner orientation, which is our thoughts have energy from within us, have that things, everything that comes, it should come from within us, than having outer orientation, which is external, satisfying other people depending on our external factors to be able to live your purpose, life purpose. We said before and we keep on repeating it over and over again: inner game, outer game. We need our inner game up there good. We need to look after our mental well-being. We need to make sure things are good up there. I'm still muting you. So that's where we are at. So the other thing that I want us to remember, that people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. That's why we need to know our life purpose and need to understand our whys. Yeah. What are our beliefs? How are we going to get there? What are the results we're expecting? That's what people buy into. And you notice around you that this is a common theme. You can have a very good product, but when it comes with a story, when it comes with a journey, when it's authentic, people buy into that. And you wonder why people choose leave this product for the other one. It's all about that. People buy why you do some things, right? So yeah, understand your why and live your authentic life and find your life purpose, and you'll be good to go. Yvette, I'm muting you again. I still have feedback.
Wow.
I don't know why it's working. Okay. It was fine. What happened?
I don't know.
Okay, back to mute. I feel like I'm grounding you every time. So we need to have discipline. If you want to have results in our life, to see our lives changing, we need to have discipline on our how the actions we are going to take, how we're going to take it, how we're going to do that. That's the problem. A lot of us don't have that discipline. It's not going to change just because you did it once. You have to do it. You have to have the discipline of doing it every day. You've determined what your Ikigai is. You have to wake up every morning and go and do your part, your how. A farmer doesn't say, okay, I planted last year, so that's good. That will last me for another 20 years. They know they have to do the same action year in. There's a day for planting, there's a day for weeding, there's a day for that. They need to do it year in, year out. Sorry, guys. I've got a sniffles. Yeah, so you need the discipline on how, and then you need the consistency of your word. You need that consistency. Yeah, you're not saying do things and doubt them. You need to be disciplined and be consistent for results. You're better off doing it monthly, whatever it is you've chosen to do it monthly, but never missing doing it every month consistently, than doing a lump of things all in one day, all in 1 week, and hoping that you'll have results. Then you just sit and wait for, I don't know, the results to come 5 years from now, 10 years from now. No, even when it comes to saving, because we've been talking a lot about savings, isn't it? That was our last week topic. You're better off saving, even if it's just 10 shillings every day, than a person who saves 100 and never saves again. That 10 shillings will go a long way. The discipline in it and everything. So yeah, I think I've covered a lot of the things I wanted to talk about. Sorry that you let you talk.
All right. Hope I'm now clear. Hope there's no feedback from my end. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, Nicole, this has been very informative. And I'm also, still trying to find out what my life purpose is. Yeah. I know I have identified, my talents, I've identified my passions, and I love being of service to humanity. And like you said, our purpose keeps shifting. It keeps shifting depending on, where we are at life. I might not be, like physically fit now to do, those walks that I will do kitambo, those long distance things, yeah, because age is also catching up, yeah. But with every day that passes, then I can still serve humanity because I love being of service to humanity through what I do. And currently, okay, my current job right now is a lot of service, to humanity. I love it. I may not go, place to place because, of course, I'm incapacitated in a way, yeah. But I can still serve from where I'm at, and that's so fulfilling for me. Yeah. So I've just learned over the years to do it when I feel like doing it, when I feel like I want to, offer my services or offer my talent, for the service of humanity, just where I'm at with the resources that I have at that time, I will do it, and it gives me joy. Yeah. And that has sort of also, helped me to identify that for me, there's that the service element. Yeah.
Thank you,
So,
Yvette.
yeah, yeah, and I'd urge everyone, whatever it is you feel like doing, whatever it is that makes you feel good about yourself, do it. Um, do it consistently. Just do it, and you'll feel good. It brings something to your life, a spark, or just a feeling of fulfillment. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody who just joined us. Some people just Angela. Uh, welcome, Angela. Thank you for being here. It's bank holiday here over where we are. I think maybe you are having a holiday. That's why you're not at work today, or what? Because I know it's usually hard to find at this time. Yeah, today is our bank holiday. I was thinking, should I rest today? Okay, so I'll just leave you with this and know why. If you don't know your why, if you don't know how, will we? If you don't know your why, how will you know your why? Why would you understand? We won't know. So you've got to know your why yourself. You got to understand your story, embrace your story, embrace your journey, embrace your life purpose. It will make you happier. You'll live a healthier, happier life. You'll be really, really good. I know I'm talking about healthy. I am generally really healthy, but today I think I've got a little bit of a cold. I've had some flour that was giving me allergies here before. I took it out. It's not here. I can't burn it. It feels so bad. So I put it away from me, but it's already given me allergies. So I got to deal with that, and I don't take anything for that. I just get on with it. So, any questions? Any questions? Any questions? I've covered a lot of what I wanted to.
Mm, you've
Mm,
covered quite a lot.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's been a nice journey.
Mm. And I know for most of us, finding our purpose is not so easy, but I like that you've now broken it down and we can, do a self-reflection and from your lesson, then it will be easier for us to just know that which we are called to do.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been nice. I'm happy. I hope you learned something and you've come up with something. And anybody who just joined us from the middle, I'll advise you start watching it from the beginning. That's because that's what how it will make more sense to you. So I'll call it a wrap. I'll call it a day. I'm happy. I'm happy with that. So
That has been informative. I mean, yeah, you've got lots of wisdom. And guys, if you're feeling stuck, always find a coach somewhere. Our only call here is a coach. There are very many people who are in the yeah, a coach will just help you to find yourself, find your those talents that are within you. A coach will help you to like bring them, extract them, and now you put them into use,
yeah,
and you feel fulfilled as a human being. Trust me
yeah,
on that.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay to
It's
ask
okay
for
to ask
help.
for help. Yeah.
When you
When
come, we don't come from a point of view of saying that okay, you just don't understand yourself or that to judge or I don't know what. It's not about that. Just remember that you have answers within yourself. You have answers, but sometimes because we let our minds be clouded by a lot of things, our worries, what the society expects of us. Sometimes it's so hard to see where the problem is. What I keep on saying, your blind spots. Sometimes you just can't figure it out why. And you realize it's a good example for myself. There's a point in my life where I could really give somebody some very good advice about a particular thing in their life, and they'll go and do it, and they'll come back with good results, and they're really happy. And you're thinking, when you're going through that, you couldn't advise yourself to do it. You think, I couldn't advise myself on that. It's so crazy. So sometimes it's really
It's
good.
really good.
Mm. That's why they say sharing is caring, and a half a problem shared is half solved. That's why they say that. So yeah, if you need a life coach, it's good for you. It's really, really good for you. You'll see the difference immediately in your life.
Mhm.
So we got to keep on meeting you for the feedback. But other than that, I think I want to
Totally understandable. Totally understandable. Yeah, this has been a great session. I've liked it. And just getting um reaffirmed on living our purpose.
yeah,
That's important. That's important. Yeah.
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 So
So I
cool.
cool.
So bye
So
everybody
why
who joined
everybody
us
joined us
today.
today?
Bye everybody who's joined us today. Thank you for being here with us. I hope you've learned something. And you really need to watch from the beginning if you miss, yeah, if you missed it. Okay. Bye. And last one that. Bye. Much
Bye.
obliged.
Bye. Bye.
See you again
See
next
you
time.
next
So
time.
be
So
good.
be
Look after
good. Look
yourself.
after yourself. Mm-hmm. Guys, take care. Have a great week. Bye bye.
Bye. Thank you,
Bye.
Eva.
Thank you. Thanks too.